the kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now a handoff to Chandler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with Harris. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 37 yards. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go play action with Richardson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Richardson working from the gun. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson drops this underneath for Chandler, and he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Chandler. And he'll go down at the 28. Off play action. Richardson. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Chandler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end. Second and 9 now. Flushed out right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a Tommy Adebawore forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Washington in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Okay, break. Go, Reed, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's got Booker. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Chandler. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Dallas Goedert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They need 18 yards here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And this returnable for Hill. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Chandler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
It got his man complete, and it is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 30 yards, and the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 2nd and 6. He's got his target, Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Set, tempo, set.
Richardson off the play fake. Looking right sideline, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
This 2nd and 4. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll run again with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Inside the 20. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they run with Harris off the option. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. In motion right is Austin. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Richardson. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Intercepted by the Steelers. DJ Reed there defensively.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. He stiff arms him. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Boston, the man in motion left. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. Now he's loose up the left sideline. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 95 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Colts 14.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 69 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hurry, hurry!
Richardson looking to throw this. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Richardson going to change the play here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start with the option. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Richardson working from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.